So we have seen what electric flux is. Now what I want to do is calculate what would happen to electric flux if I did that calculation over a technical word, closed surface. Before we can go ahead try to find that, we definitely need to understand what is a closed surface. A closed surface is going to be a surface which encompasses a volume. It completely surrounds a volume, and to get inside that volume, I would have to puncture a hole through that surface. I should not be able to get inside that surface without making a hole through the surface. So one condition is that it needs to encompass a three-dimensional volume, and then to get inside that three-dimensional volume, I will have to puncture a hole through. This surface is completely acting like a boundary for that volume. This spherical ball is a closed surface. It is encompassing a volume inside it, and if I wanted to go inside there, I will have to make a hole from some place. I can't get inside this surface without puncturing a hole through. It doesn't need to be a sphere. I could make it into any arbitrary shape. This is still a closed surface. However, if I went and I made a hole through it, I just have a small hole, I puncture a small hole, then it doesn't remain a closed surface. This glass encompasses a volume, but this is not a closed surface because if I look at it, I can go inside easily. So this glass on itself is not a closed surface. However, if I put a cap on the glass, that now becomes a closed surface. To go inside and see what is happening inside the glass, I will have to make a hole somewhere. I can't just go inside the glass anymore. Now this surface, which consists of this glass and this cap made by my hand, that surface has completely enclosed upon the volume inside it. It has completely created a boundary around the volume inside it. A closed surface doesn't necessarily need to be only one surface. Let's say I have a glass and a glass like that, and I put cap around here. So this part is sealed. That is also a closed surface consisting of a surface on the outside and a surface on the inside. Why? Because it is completely, and the surface which is creating this cap and obviously a cap below. Why is this a closed surface? Because if I wanted to go inside at this volume, I will have to puncture a hole through the surface. This is also a closed surface. So a closed surface doesn't necessarily need to be a single surface where you can move from one point to the other. Right? This becomes a closed surface too. I could have a sphere, an outer sphere and an inner sphere, such that there is air, or such that there is space between them. This is also a closed surface. This is a closed surface consisting of a surface on the outside and a surface on the inside. So why? It is encompassing this shaded volume, and to get to this shaded volume, I will either have to puncture a hole here or puncture a hole here. So a closed surface is a surface which would be three-dimensional because it has to encompass a volume, it has to boundary a volume, so it's a three-dimensional surface which boundaries a volume, and to get inside that volume, you will have to go through that surface somewhere. You just cannot enter it. That has completely enclosed that region. That is what is a closed surface.